Hey guys, this is Arsenal Giants PS3, and this is transfer talk for the 7th of August. Can't say 7 properly, and we have some very interesting rumours today, involving some very big players and some more comical players, put it like that. And our first one is again this Robin van Persie deal that seems to be dragging on, and it's the fact that Robin van Persie, after Mancini quite publicly withdrew from the race to sign Van Persie, it's that now he's kind of either gonna have to make the decision to stay at Arsenal, or this is what the Daily Mail are reporting, and the Daily Mirror, that he's going to be off to Manchester United. Now, so apparently Sir Alex Ferguson is very interested, and as an Arsenal fan, you must say it would, well, I don't want to piss off Arsenal fans, but you've got to say there are benefits of joining Manchester United for Van Persie. Van Persie and Rooney up front could be a very deadly force, but also, you know, imagine the hate he's going to get from Arsenal fans. Now, whether or not he cares that much about it, I don't know, but again, this Van Persie deal could and should be wrapped up, whether or not he stays or goes, before the end of this kind of period of the friendlies before the Premier League season starts. So whether or not Van Persie goes or not, it's going to be exciting and interesting to see. I would obviously, as an Arsenal fan, hate to see him go, but I must admit there are benefits of him joining Manchester United, for him anyway, not for Arsenal fans. Our next one is one that's been in the papers for a while, but it's starting to kind of mellow out now, and it's that Ashley Cole has been linked rather ferociously with a deal to PSG. Now, that's a very, very big deal. That's going to be worth a lot of money. Ashley Cole is getting on a bit now, he's quite old, but he's still going to get a massive wage if he did go, and obviously Chelsea and PSG are both clubs which can support him and pay his ridiculous bills, but I don't think that would be a good deal for him, really. He's won the Champions League, he's at the top of the game, really, playing for Chelsea. They're a very, very good club. PSG are on the rise, and just like kind of like Chelsea were back in 2007 when Cole joined. So, well, 2006 actually, but you know, back when Cole joined Chelsea anyway. PSG are kind of in that state, still in the kind of build up of becoming a true superpower. And Cole's, you know, he's already there, he's already got a good wage. Paris is obviously gorgeous, but I'm sure so is West London. So, to be honest, I would see that as a bad move for him. Next one is one from the Serie A. It's that this man, Walter Gargano, has been linked with Inter Milan. Now, obviously, he's one of the Napoli stars, you know, him, Goccanilla, Cavani, and obviously Lavezzi before he left, that have been linked away from Napoli and Naples. And obviously, you've got to say, you know, after losing Lavezzi, Cavani's been linked to other clubs. I think it would be a good deal for him and for Inter, actually, who need to rebuild their team. Their team's aged quite a bit, and they need some young, new talent, and I think Gargano would be a very good deal. He'd probably go for about 10 million. Obviously, Gargano isn't that young, he's 28, but he's quite a fresh new talent. He's reached his peak relatively late, and he's obviously got a lot to give still. He's got 3 years left on his contract, something like that, I don't know, not quite sure. I know he's not one of those players that's in his last year though, so it would take quite a bit of money to prize him away from Napoli, but I reckon that'd be a good move for him. Next one is this man, Edin Dzeko, or Zeko, no, it is Dzeko, that's how you say it, isn't it? The ex-Wolfsburg striker, and now he obviously has had a tough time since coming to Manchester City. He's been up and down, he's had his absolutely brilliant moments, you know, those 4 goals I think it was against Spurs back on the same day Arsenal lost 8-2, and he's had his good moments, but he, you know, how many strikers are above him now? Balotelli, Tevez, Aguero. It's such a tough time for him to kind of get into that starting lineup, especially as Mancini only really likes to play 2 strikers. I mean, it's tough for him, and the only way you can see him really getting a start is if some other player got injured, because, you know, after Balotelli's Euro 2012 performance, he's going to want to, you know, Mancini's going to play him a lot more. And Dzeko, it's a tough move, really, but apparently the rumour is that he is decided to stay put, but he has been linked with clubs from Serie A, such as, you know, Milan, what was the other one? AC Milan and Inter Milan. He has been linked with them relatively weekly by sources such as Goal.com. But, you know, it's kind of a rumour that he's unsettled a bit by the fact that he's not going to be playing, but Mancini said he probably will stay at the club, so that one's going to be developing. I think he's a very, very good player. If he played anything like how he played for Wolfsburg when they won the title in 2009, when he played up front with, what's his name? Graphite, that was his name. When he played up front with him, those two were amazing. I remember they beat Bayern Munich like 6-0 or something, 5-1. He's a very good player on his day, and I think, you know, he has that ability to change the game, and he'll be a very good player for anyone, basically. And our last one is the man himself, Emil Heskey. Now, he is obviously out of work after being released by Aston Villa. The badge just right there, I don't know what after being released by Aston Villa, and he has been linked with quite a few lower league clubs, but the one that is in the one that's kind of everyone is looking at is the fact that he has been linked with Blackpool. Now, this one again comes courtesy of the Daily Mail, so not the most reliable of sources, but it's that Emil Heskey could be going to Blackpool. Apparently the deal has broken down, but apparently, you know, he's been training with them and is interested in a move there. Heskey he's what he was at one point last year, one of our starting England strikers. I think KSI has kind of created this aura that Heskey has always been shit. He really has not. He scored against Germany when we beat them 5-1. People often forget about that. He scored in the World Cup against Denmark. He was a very, very good player back in the day. I remember, you know, when I was about, how old was I, about 9 or 10, that Heskey was quite a good player. You know, he used to start up front with Michael Owen for Liverpool. He was a dangerous player. He's really not all that bad, I don't think. And I think Heskey would deserve another chance, maybe at a lower level, to kind of finish off the game on a high. So that completes all our rumours. Again, guys, you know, I'm just giving my opinions on them. There may be some better rumours out there. I'm not saying all these rumours are true or will definitely happen. These are just, you know, rumours. There's no confirmation on any of these deals. And so, yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.